Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to highlight some Steam game deals under the price of $5. It's not like we have a massive Steam sale or anything like that running right now, but still some decent deals to check out for sure. We'll try to go through this fairly quickly. I got about 15 or so games to go over, so let's just get right into it, and let's start things off with the action platformer Metroidvania Guacamelee Gold Edition. Metroidvania style game where you do play as a luchador. I actually think it's a hilarious Metroidvania, and it's a little bit upsetting that this game never gained a lot of traction. I've said it before, but in the world of Metroidvanias, you just have so much competition that the reality is, even if you drop a banger like Guacamelee is, sometimes that's not going to get the most traction in the world, and it did fairly well. There was a follow-up title as well, but I just feel like it didn't get the success that it deserved. But a worthwhile game, a charming game, hilarious as well, built on the classic open-world Metroidvania style of games by adding deep melee combat and a new dimension switching mechanic and cooperative local multiplayer as well. Use combat moves for both fighting enemies and platforming challenges, swap between multiple overlapping dimensions, El Inferno level expansion, brave the fires of El Inferno, and prove yourself in a series of challenges, player costumes, Steam achievements, leaderboards, trading cards, all that good stuff, and 88 on Metacritic, and now it's on sale for $3.74. Go check out Guacamelee Gold Edition. Next up, we have Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, 90% off for $3.99. I think Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun is absolutely awesome. It's a tactics title set in that Edo Japan period that I know a lot of people love. The game's had an overwhelmingly positive reception, 29,000 Steam user reviews, and 95% of those reviews have been positive. $3.99 for this is just fantastic. Great setting, visuals are pretty solid. And overall, just a well-done tactics game. Even if you're not super into the genre, if you like the setting, I would still say give this game a shot. I think they execute that very well, and the game itself is just worthwhile to go through. You could play at an easier difficulty. I ain't gonna judge for sure, but yeah, great game. Mimimi Games did great work with all of their tactics titles. Unfortunately, they don't do new games anymore, which is a bummer, but yeah, Shadow Tactics was fantastic and definitely worthwhile for $3.99. Next up, we have Braid Anniversary Edition, 75% off for $4.99. One of those incredibly iconic downloadable titles, and one of those games that just showed how, showcased back then how great downloadable titles could be. Control the flow of time to solve puzzles in this new version of the indie classic, featuring fully repainted artwork, a new world of puzzles, and seriously in-depth commentary as well. 1,263 reviews, 95% positive on this. This is a game you remember with all the original challenges and the same haunting, evocative score, but repainted pixel by pixel so that each carefully rendered world comes to life in a high resolution. New visual details, animated brushstroke effects, and revamped sounds add to the immersive experience. Go deep behind the scenes, explore the most extensive developer commentary ever put into a game with over 15 hours of recorded insight and conversation from developer Jonathan Blow, artist David Hellman, and more members of the Braid creative team. Navigate it by visiting a new in-game world, which also contains new puzzles and redesigns of classic puzzles. Braid Anniversary Edition is available for $4.99. Next up, an all-time classic here. Gotta give a shout out to Assassin's Creed 2, 75% off for $4.99. Now, I feel like only 3 people watching this video don't own Assassin's Creed 2, but if you're one of those 3 people, y'all know what you must do. You need to pick up Assassin's Creed 2, even though at this point, the game is going to be a little bit dated. I actually did another playthrough of Assassin's Creed 2 about 6 or so months ago, not that long ago, and had a great time with it, but you can tell, bro. It's been 16 years since the game came out, or when I played it, 15 years since the game came out. It's going to show its age, but man, it's still such a great game. Ezio is such a likable character, and I actually played through Assassin's Creed Valhalla not too long ago as well, and it's like, dude, these Assassin's Creed main characters, at least Valhalla, Ivor absolutely sucks. And I think Shadow's main characters, they suck as well. I'm just sorry, these new Assassin's Creed characters, they are trash compared to Ezio and Edward and some of the characters from back in that era. I think Naoya ain't that great. I don't think Yasuke's that great. I don't think Ivor, I thought, was an abomination of a character. Ivor might be one of my most hated characters in gaming history. The fact that I had to play that game for like 100+ hours with that pile of trash main character, I don't even know like what was going on there. What an unlikable and no depth character that was, but maybe some of you guys disagree. I just look at a character like Ezio and I'm like, man, that's what a lead protagonist in a game should be. But Ezio is fantastic, just so charismatic, and that's really all that a main character needs to be. They just need to be charismatic. They need to be likable. They don't need to have the craziest amount of depth and backstory. Oh, my entire family got murdered, and that seems to be a reoccurring theme with like every main character. And whatever, Ezio, same thing with Ezio. But it's like, that's not gonna make a main character entirely. You need a character that carries themselves as well, and is just charismatic and likable, and I just feel like Ezio was exactly that. My apologies for going on an unhinged rant. Man, I just despise Ivor as a character. I think Ivor's terrible, and the contrast between Ivor and Ezio is actually insane. But $4.99 for AC2, go check it out. Next up, Brother in Arms Hell's Highway is 60% off for $3.99. Man, what a forgotten IP Brothers in Arms is. Unfortunately, from what I know, Hell's Highway does not have controller support. It's an older game, and just across the board controller support wasn't adopted entirely. Even Assassin's Creed 2 has some finicky controller support, so keep that in mind. But yeah, $3.99 for the game is pretty good. The campaign is super short on Hell's Highway, so keep that in mind, but more of a tactics title here. Very positive reception, 2,058 reviews, 90% positive, so worthwhile pickup there at that price point. ScourgeBringer, a fast-paced, free-moving roguelite platformer. Help Kyra to explore the unknown and slash her way through the ancient machines, guarding the seal of her past and maybe the redemption of humanity. 2,410 reviews, 88% positive there, 80% off for $3.39, as well as 76 on Metacritic. For ScourgeBringer, dig the art style and a good price point there for sure. Next up, we have Dreamscaper, 2,400 reviews on this, 88% positive as well. $4.99, 80% off. By night, delve deep into your subconscious and discover powerful artifacts to conquer your nightmares. By day, explore the city of Red Haven and build relationships to unlock the power of your dreams. Dream, die, awake, repeat. Lean into the nightmares and make the rush of permadeath your ally. Use lucid powers to manipulate the elements, warp space, and even control time itself. Battle bosses that embody isolation, fear, negativity, loss, and more. Upgrade a multitude of surreal items and discover powerful artifacts as well. Dreamscaper is available for $4.99. Next up, we have the Gunk at a historic low price point. It's 85% off for $3.74. Is available on Xbox Game Pass. The Gunk is an action-adventure game in which you play as Ronnie, part of our duo of gritty space hunter haulers. As they're struggling to bring in funds, they chance upon an untouched planet brimming with life. They came in search of valuable resources, and it looks like they've hit the jackpot. An action-adventure atmospheric title here. 86% positive reception, fairly well received across the board. $3.74 on that. Next up, a classic prototype is 75% off for $4.99. Hearing some rumblings about a new prototype being in the works. Look, if Microsoft has IPs like Prototype under their umbrella, those are the types of IPs that I would look at and be like, okay, we need to throw resources and funds at a game like that and bring back an IP like Prototype. Y'all see how much of a crash and burn South of Midnight has been, and I get it that we can't really quantify the metrics at least as strongly when the game is available at Game Pass, but let's be real, South of Midnight is a gigantic failure, and it's just like, bro, you're putting out games like that, put your resources and your funds to a game like doing a Prototype re-release. I get it that, you know, South of Midnight was done by Compulsion Games, different studio than who would be working on Prototype, but you get the idea. You have so much funds available. Do quality IPs, bring back quality IPs like a Prototype, and people would be all over it. I'm hearing about Alex Mercer coming back as well, man. That would generate a lot of interest, not just from the hardcore Prototype fans, but just those fans talking about it would elevate the interest level, and people would check out Prototype 1 as well. Prototype 1 certainly shows its age and is a little bit janky on PC. You might have to, you know, finagle around with it to get it working, but man, it's not, they have a guide to get it working on the community page, and yeah, $4.99 for the game is great. You know, video games, a lot of times I feel like should be about empowering the player and making them feel like an absolute badass, and while Prototype's not a perfect game, it absolutely gets that right. The idea of empowering the player and make them feel like a badass and a monster, and that's what Prototype does the best. $4.99 for the game is great. Definitely would recommend that. Next up, we have Call of Cthulhu. Set in 1924, private investigator Pierce is sent to look into the tragic death of the Hawkins family, plunge into a world of creeping madness and cosmic horror. Atmospheric investigative game here, $3.99 for Call of Cthulhu. Next up, Souls-like title, The Surge 2, 85% off for $4.49. Check that out. Not as good as a lot of other Souls-likes available, but at this price point, thought I would mention that as well. KUNAI, a quirky, fast-paced action platformer. You play as Tabby, a tablet who joins the fight against the robot uprising. Use your KUNAI and ninja parkour skills to stop Lemoncuss, the AI gone evil that almost wiped out all of human life. That is available for $4.24. Alba, Wildlife Adventures, $4.24 as well. 5,400 reviews, 97% positive, overwhelming reception here. Overwhelmingly positive, I should say. More of a casual, relaxing title focused on exploration. Seems like a good price point for that for sure. And then Roadwarden, down to $3.84, an illustrated text-based RPG that uses isometric pixel art and combines mechanics borrowed from RPGs, visual novels, adventure games, and interactive fiction. Also overwhelmingly positive, 95% positive reviews, so if you want something story-driven, check out Roadwarden. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, a lot of great Steam game deals under the price of $5. Links to all of these, as always, in the description box below. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.